First of all, I would like to congratulate the Jawans of Central Police Reserve Force for conducting such a great operation, such a successful operation against Jaish-e-Mohammed militants who tried to infiltrate into Kashmir on the occasion of elections of District Development Committee. Now, District Development Committee elections are something totally new to the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. This will elect democratically elected bodies that would be responsible for running the affairs of education, economy, politics, society on a district level. So this is bringing democracy right down to the grassroots level. And then from this grassroots level, democracy will grow into a very big and strong tree which has got firm roots among the masses, which has never happened before. So these militants had come to disrupt these elections, and they were hiding in a truck, and the truck was full of rice bags, but in the middle of the truck they had a section where there were no rice bags, and these four militants, or terrorists I call them, were hiding there. The CPRF has recovered at least 14 AK-47 rifles, pistols, almost 30 grenades, live grenades, and some pittus that you carry on your back, lot of ammunition, a lot of RDX, about 7.5 grams of RDX, which is a chemical. So this is the first time that the CPRF has made sure that there are less casualties on our side. So only 2 Jawans have sustained injuries, for which I sympathize with them, and I hope and I wish them a quick recovery. Now, Pakistan has just yesterday, the same time when Pakistan was sending these terrorists into Indian Union Territory of Jammu Kashmir, at the same time Imran Khan government had arrested and sentenced Hafiz Saeed to 10 years imprisonment, and 2 other of his accomplices as well, and I think a brother-in-law, to 10 years imprisonment each. This is not the first time Hafiz Saeed has been sentenced to 10 years. He has been sentenced to 10 years previously before as well, in February. Now this time they have sentenced him for money laundering and for terror financing and stuff like that. Now who is Hafiz Saeed? Hafiz Saeed is the terrorist that has got a $10 million bounty on his head that was put by United Nations Security Council, America, and United Nations Security Council's list mentions him as the most wanted terrorist in the world, and along with 30 others who are hiding in Pakistan or living openly in Pakistan and giving television interviews and supporting madrasas and all that stuff. Hafiz Saeed is responsible for consistently causing terrorism in India, not only the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, but in Mumbai. 26/11/2008, he conducted Mumbai attacks that cost the lives of 164 innocent people, men, women, and children. Similarly, he is responsible for bomb blasting Mumbai train stations, attacking civilians, hotels, stuff like that, and in Mumbai. So why has Hafiz Saeed, who is the leader of Lashkar-e-Taiba, and Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jamaat-ud-Dawa are 2 organizations, but they are sister organizations, clandestinely sister organization, although publicly they deny that, but as a matter of fact, they are, one is the front shop of the other. The reason is because Pakistan has just been declared to stay in the grey list of Financial Action Task Force. Financial Action Task Force is an organization that comprises of 40 head of states, and these 40 head of states sit together and then they decide that whether Pakistan is done enough to combat terrorism, to discourage terrorism or not, and they've got a criteria, and if Pakistan meets that criteria, then Pakistan stays in the white list, otherwise it goes in the grey list, or further worse, then it goes into the black list. So Pakistan has been in the blacklist for a while now, in the grey list for a while, and Pakistan has not been allowed to move back towards the grey list. So this Hafiz Saeed episode and all this is all linked with that issue, that how can we convince the Financial Action Task Force, which is also known as FATF, that Pakistan is, doing a lot to combat terrorism. But do not trust Pakistan military at all. And the living proof of that is that on one hand, the same day, they can't even have different days. On the same day that they're telling the world that we are sentencing designated terrorists to 10 years imprisonment, on the same day, early hours of the morning, they are sending in terrorists into the Indian Union territory to disrupt the District Democratic Committee elections. Can you believe that? So Pakistan should be actually in the blacklist, and there should be preemptive strikes on terrorist camps in Pakistani occupied Jammu Kashmir. I come from Pakistani occupied Jammu Kashmir. That was occupied on the 22nd of October 1947. And ever since we have been subjugated to the worst kind of human right and civil right abuses. And there are terrorist camps in every single town of Azad Kashmir. They call it Azad Kashmir, which means free Kashmir. It's not free. It's Pakistani occupied Jammu Kashmir. I strongly recommend that India and Afghanistan should conduct joint surgical strikes on these camps in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as well as in POJK. Finish them off. Why should we let terrorism flourish in our backyard? No. Time has come for the world community to stand up to terrorism and identify them and then eliminate them. Thank you very much.